All right, y'all, it's Monday. Last week was a rough one for me, so I am starting off in a gown because I need a little pick me up. Don't judge me. I need to feel fabulous to achieve fabulous things. Anyway, I know I owe you more reviews from Merry Thanksgiving weekend. Not to mention the movies that all premiered this past weekend. I am trying to catch up. Be patient with me. All right. So we're up to Saturday night in Merry Thanksgiving weekend, 6 p.m. Eastern. Believe in Christmas starring Megan Ori and John Reardon premiered, right? Okay, so it's really about two best friends, Beatrice and Amelia, that one of them, Amelia, decides that she really wants to go to Christmas land for Christmas to have this wonderful Christmas experience. It's something she's always done. Beatrice is not into Christmas. I think she grew up in a foster home, so she just wasn't a big fan of what's supposed to be the most wonderful time of year, and it makes sense. She didn't really have a family. Amelia convinces Beatrice that they should do this road trip and go and have this Christmas land experience together. Beatrice gets on board because she's a journalist and she needs to write about some Christmas fun anyway, so perhaps being at Christmas land is going to inspire her. Now, if you're already trying to follow this storyline and you're just like, WTF, me too, because I don't know what we were doing at Christmas land. And here's the thing, if you're going to sell a theme like Christmas land or something like that, I didn't really see anything all that spectacular about Christmas land that would make me want to visit it. I'm not a Christmas person, but if there were some extravagant things going on, that, besides a baking competition and all this other stuff, like I need the people at Hallmark, the writers that they end up selecting, to think outside the box. Whatever they think Christmas is so narrow that when we get to these storylines, I'm wondering what the hell are we doing in Christmas land, just like Beatrice, right? Anyway, because I love you guys, I watched it all the way to the end. It wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad. I still feel like I would probably give it, I don't know, I'm somewhere between a 6 and a 7, but I really feel like it's like a 6. It really is like a 6 because I feel like there's no place here that I could give it an extra point. Like there isn't a specific theme that's so important. There isn't, I don't know. I just don't know where to go from here. Anyway, so yeah, this was a 6 p.m. movie and it was okay. If you have time, you can go ahead, you can check it out. So basically, Beatrice and Amelia, they are in Christmas land. Apparently, Beatrice is lactose intolerant. So there's a lot of things at Christmas land she can't participate in because of that. And so they kind of split up. And then in comes Ethan. We find out he is the innkeeper's son. And he's home for Christmas to help out at Christmas land. And then Amelia runs into this older businessman named Porter. Now, let me just tell you something about the Amelia and Porter thing. When Porter first came on the scene, Amelia's so cute as a button. I'm like, y'all really giving her this older man? While Beatrice over here gets a young honey, which, by the way, Hallmarkies say that these two are really together in real life. So shout out to them. But I was just like, why does Amelia, the black woman, get stuck with just like the older man or whatever? Well, baby, he turns out to be like an older millionaire. So Hallmark, I am not mad at that. You still paired my good sis up with somebody who could provide and somebody who was going to be sweet to her. So I got over that. Anyway, the two women together and separately run around, Christmas land. They each start to fall in love. Beatrice is falling for Ethan. Amelia is really starting to like Porter. But they start to wonder, are these guys part of the Christmas experience? Okay, this is not a brothel. They are not part of the Christmas experience. I don't think there's any Christmas land or anything like that where men come as part of the package. Love interests come as part of the package. And it turns out I was correct. The only thing that Ethan is supposed to do is to handle the Scrooge of the group at Christmas land. And it turns out that's Beatrice, who ends up being his love interest. But the whole time I was getting a little frustrated trying to figure out, why do they care if the men are part of the experience or not? You signed up for the freaking experience. I get you're having real feelings, but you signed up for it. Just see it through. What are y'all doing at Christmas Land questioning the blessings that you're receiving. Whether it's a really hot, fine stud who is pairing up with an older millionaire who is really sweet, y'all take the men that you can get at Christmas Land and don't question it. So that was just the premise, okay? So we find out, obviously, the men are not part of the experience, not in the way the women think. Romance is not part of the experience. I don't know why they thought this, okay? And I can understand Beatrice's character questioning everything, but Amelia, babe, you signed up for this. You wanted this. If a millionaire businessman came as part of the package, why are you over here blocking your blessings? Sis, get it together. So anyway, they're at Christmas Land. They each find a man. It turns out the two men are in business together, so they find some financially stable man. So they leave Christmas Land with a man, okay? They didn't intend to. They just intended to drink some hot cocoa, some cider, or whatever that don't got, milk in it. And that's all they intended on, but then they got their men. I think it's a win-win. But, the storyline, it was, I watched it to the end because I love you guys, but and I love Megan. I love the whole cast. It's just it's been done, okay? Except y'all left here with you each got a man. So Santa was really hooking y'all up in Christmas Land. All right, on to the next review because I obviously am short on time.